Module Overview. By the end of this module, you will be able to understand the concept and necessity of licensing exams for regulated professions abroad. Identify common licensing pathways for key healthcare and technical roles in the UK, EU, Canada, USA, Australia, and New Zealand. Analyze the content, format, and expectations of licensing exams in destination countries. Explore bridging programs, postgraduate diplomas, and adaptation training for migrants. Prepare a strategic timeline and resource list for licensing exam success. Evaluate the impact of licensing exam outcomes on work permits, job offers, and PR, permanent residency, pathways. Recognize alternative credentials and competency-based assessments where applicable. Develop a personalized licensing and bridging pathway based on one's qualifications and career goal. 1. What are licensing exams? Licensing exams are professional assessments administered by regulatory bodies to determine whether an individual meets the minimum legal, academic, and clinical standards to practice a profession in the destination country. They are mandatory for practicing in regulated fields and may be a precondition for employment in public sector roles, migration under skilled worker routes, professional registration, insurance and malpractice protection, permanent residency eligibility in points-based systems. 2. Why are they necessary? Migrants often come from countries with different curricula, scopes of practice, and professional expectations. Licensing exams allow authorities to standardize competency levels, protect public safety, maintain national standards, ensure ethical practices and legal knowledge, verify that migrants are current with local laws, technologies, and language requirements. 3. Key licensing exams by region and AMP, profession. 1. Country. 2. Profession. 3. Licensing body. 4. Exams. UK. Nurses. NMC. CBT plus OSCE. Canada. Physicians. MCC. MCCQE1 and AMP, MCCQE2. USA. Nurses. NCSBN. NCLEX-RN. Australia. Engineers. Engineers Australia. Competency-based assessment. EU. Healthcare. Country-specific ministries. National equivalence exams. New Zealand. Allied Health. NZQA, MCNZ. National registration exams. CBT equals computer-based test, OSCE equals objective structured clinical examination, NMC equals nursing and midwifery council. 4. Exam structures and assessment types. Multiple choice questions, MCQs. Short answer responses, SARS. Clinical simulations, OSCEs. Competency interviews. Portfolio assessments. Oral examinations. Objective skill demonstrations. Each regulatory board publishes detailed handbooks, syllabi, and sample tests. 5. Bridging programs and adaptation training. Bridging programs are transitional academic or practical courses designed to help internationally trained professionals meet local licensing or employment requirements. Features. Duration, 3 to 18 months. May include supervised practice, cultural competency, clinical exposure, and language support. Offered by universities, hospitals, and accredited third-party providers. Some programs are government-funded or employer-sponsored. Examples. Internationally Educated Nurses, IEN, Program, Canada. Return to Practice for Nurses, UK. Overseas Qualified Teacher Training, Australia. Adaptation Training for Pharmacists, Ireland. Practice Readiness Programs, New Zealand. Bridging programs are often the most reliable route to full licensing, especially when one fails an exam or lacks clinical hours. 6. Language requirements linked to licensing. Most licensing pathways require proof of English or French proficiency, depending on the country. Examples include IELTS Academic, Min 7.0 for healthcare. OET, Occupational English Test, accepted by NMC, GMC, AHPRA. TEF Canada/TCF, for French-speaking roles. PTE Academic. These scores must often be valid at the time of application and sometimes integrated into bridging programs. 7. Tips for licensing and bridging success. Start early, plan 12 to 24 months ahead. Gather originals, transcripts, clinical logs, diplomas, ID. Understand deadlines, exams are offered only a few times a year. Study strategically, use official blueprints and sample questions. Use prep resources, Kaplan, Med School Coach, Nurses International, OET Prep. Join peer support groups, Facebook, Reddit, WhatsApp communities. Apply for scholarships/grants. Some NGOs and health agencies support migrant candidates. 8. Post-licensing pathways. Once licensed, eligible for local employment with full registration. Faster immigration processing, especially under shortage occupations. Easier access to university admissions and postgraduate studies. Ability to sponsor dependents or apply for PR/citizenship. 9. What if you don't pass? Most exams offer 2 to 3 retakes within a specified period. Candidates may switch to bridging pathways or work under supervision. Some choose to migrate to less regulated roles temporarily, e.g. caregiver nurse. Others pursue online refresher programs or mentorship.